This is Beast in Show, the magical monster pet show deck building game that you've been waiting for. In this video, we're going to walk you through everything you need to know from setting up your very first game of Beast in Show all the way through the basic rules to help you get started right away playing. So let's start by setting up our very first game of Beast in Show. The first thing that we're going to do is choose a kennel board. The base game comes with 4 different kennel boards in the box. And the first thing we'll do is everyone should choose the kennel board that they would like to play with. This is a unique character that has a unique ability for you to play with in the first game. The next thing that we'll do is choose a baby pet. The base game has 4 different baby pets in it. So when we choose our baby pet, we're going to take the baby pet we've decided to play with and put it on the pet side of our kennel board. There's a pet side and a people side, so make sure you put it on the correct side of the board. You're also going to take the 8 meeples that match that specific baby pet. Everyone who's going to play Beast in Show should do the same thing. Then any unused pets, peoples, and minis should all end up going back into the box as we will not use them in this game. The next thing that we're going to do is create your starting deck. Everyone who plays Beast in Show has the exact same starting deck, which includes 1 earn a treat, 1 go to the groomer, 1 learn a trick, and 7 day job cards. Build the same deck for everyone who is going to play and place the rest of the starting cards back into the box. You know it's a starting card by the fact that all the starting cards have a yellow border on them. You're going to take the starting deck of cards, flip it face down, and give it a shuffle. Set it off to the side of your game board. This is your draw deck. Once everyone has their draw deck created, we're going to set up the marketplace. Next, we're going to set up the marketplace. To do that, we're going to start by taking the rest of the cards from the box and separating them out based on their border color. We have white bordered power cards, black bordered pet cards, pink bordered people cards, and blue bordered adventuring cards. Once all of the cards are organized based on their different border colors, we're going to individually shuffle each of the different stacks of pets, powers, and people cards. Take those, flip them face down to create draw decks, and then deal out the top 3 cards from each of those decks. This creates a 9-card marketplace, which includes 3 pets, 3 people, and 3 powers at all times during the game. Finally, you'll take the stack of blue bordered adventuring cards, which are all identical inside of this deck. Place them face up next to the other power cards to show that you can buy those at any time. Finally, once we've created the marketplace, we have to choose what pet show to go to. If this is your first time playing Beast in Show, we recommend playing the classic pet show. Place the classic pet show somewhere on your game table where it's easy for everyone to see it and read the icons. Now you're ready to start playing your very first game. Now that we're all set up, let's start by talking about the kennel board. This is a kennel board. The lower part of your kennel board has 2 distinct sides, the pet side and the people side. This is where pets and people will go when we want to activate their abilities. At the start of the game, you have your baby pet placed on the pet side of your kennel board. Any cards in this lower section of your kennel board is considered to be in your kennel for all in-game text. The top section of the kennel board also has 2 separate sections. Throughout the game, you will retire cards, which you will then place face down here. These are cards that you won't see again until the end of the game for scoring. The other side has your break room. This is where you will place people who come up in your hand. People in the break room are not active, and you cannot use any of their actions and abilities until they enter your kennel. Now let's talk about how to take your turn. Here at the start of the game, everyone should draw a starting hand of 5 cards. Keep them secret from the other players at the table until your turn. On your turn, you will play all the cards that you have left in your hand. You heard that right. Depending on the cards your opponents play, you may have less or even more than those original 5 cards. But on your turn, you must play all of them. Here at the start of the game, the most important thing that you will be doing is spending money. Money in Beast in Show is called boar bucks and is this green symbol here. Any boar buck symbol on the side of a card is money you get to spend on your turn in the marketplace. The way you make money at the beginning of the game of Beast in Show is to work your day job. Each day job card gives you 1 boar buck to add to your money pool, which you can then spend in the market to purchase as many or as few cards as you wish. At the end of your turn, after using all abilities and money that you wish to on your cards, you will discard your entire hand into a face-up discard pile and immediately draw back up to a 5-card hand from your draw deck. If there are not enough cards in your deck, draw any available cards, then shuffle your discard pile face down and place it as a new draw deck. Then finish drawing any remaining cards you need to bring your hand up to 5. Then it's the next player's turn. Now, I just said that the main thing that you will do with your starting deck is spend board bucks to purchase new cards. So let's take a look at the marketplace. As we said before, the marketplace has 4 types of cards: powers, pets, people, and adventuring cards. But all these cards have a few things in common. The top of each card has a card name, and next to that is a green board buck symbol with a number. This is the one-time cost to purchase that card from the market. Any card you purchase from the marketplace will always go immediately into your discard pile. However, on your turn, the different types of cards act differently when they come up in your hand. So now let's talk about the 4 different card types, starting with pet cards. All pet cards have some combination of what we like to call the B scores, shown on the left side of the card. The B scores are beauty, brains, and brawn, and those are what you're going to use to win pet shows. Additionally, all pets have kudos shown at the bottom of the card, which you will add to your score at the end of the game. When you play a pet from your hand, you can only use its B score if you add it to your kennel. Pets in your kennel will remain there until they win a pet show. But adding pets to your kennel has one very important rule. Pets are picky. Pets will only work with other pets of the same kingdom type. Beast and Show has 4 kingdoms: the Ocean Kingdom, the Air Kingdom, the Dragon Kingdom, and the Forest Kingdom. In this example, Candy is part of the Forest Kingdom. If she is in my kennel and I have George in my hand, I cannot add George to my kennel, as he is part of the Air Kingdom. However, Ash can join my kennel, as he is part of the Forest Kingdom, same as Candy. Now take a look at your baby pet. As you can see, baby pets have no kingdom type. Your baby pet is loyal to you and you alone. Your baby pet can be added to any team regardless of kingdom type. As you can see in this example, you now have a kennel which can win this confirmation beauty show, as they have enough beauty in this kennel. Let's talk about how winning a pet show works. Each pet show has its own unique challenges, but winning a pet show always includes the same basic steps. If this is your first game, we recommend playing the Classic Pet Show. To win a pet show at the beginning of the Classic Pet Show, you need either 6 beauty, 6 brains, 6 brawn, 3 beauty, 3 brains, and 3 brawn to win the agility competition, or 5 of any 2 B scores to win this talent show. That would be like 5 beauty and 5 brains, or 5 brawn and 5 brains. In the Classic Pet Show, the shows in each row must be won in order, and only one person can win each individual show. When you win a pet show, the first thing that you will do is take your meeple and place it on the show you have just won. So let's place our meeple on this 6 confirmation beauty show. Once a show has been won, no one else may win that specific show. And remember that you're trying to win the most kudos. All first level shows in the Classic Pet Show are worth 10 kudos. So not only are you the confirmation beauty champion, but you have also just earned 10 kudos for end game scoring. Additionally, you've unlocked the next level of this competition for anyone at the table to try to win. However, it now takes 8 beauty to win the confirmation. But if you do, whoever does will immediately get 15 kudos for the end of the game. Once you have placed your meeple to show that you have won the show, we need to take a look at our team. All pets in your kennel are now champions. They've done a great job. They are now going to retire. All pets that were in your kennel when you won the pet show must immediately retire. Flip them face down and place them sideways in the upper right side of your kennel board next to the retired symbol. You won't see them again until the end of the game for scoring those kudos. But what about your baby pet? They're your buddy. They go everywhere with you. Baby pets never retire. But pet shows are hard and your baby pet does get very tired, so he needs to go take a little nap. If your baby pet is in your kennel when you win a pet show, instead of retiring them, place your baby pet in your discard pile. You can now start a new kennel with any kingdom that you want. All right, let's talk about people cards next. People cards have a few different features. Some people might have beauty, brains, or brawn, which will help you win pet shows, or board bucks to increase how much money you have on your turn. Bucks on the left side of the card is buying power in game, as opposed to that one time cost of the card, which is located in the top right. Many people cards will have an ability on the lower half of the card. Abilities in a white text box are abilities that you get every single time you play the card. For example, if you have the satyr in your kennel, every time he is in your kennel, you gain one beauty for every other card in your kennel, including this one. Sometimes people cards will have a secondary ability that is in a colored text box, the exact same color as that top kingdom banner. This is an ability that you have to unlock by having another card in your kennel or in your hand of the same kingdom type. For the satyr, that special kingdom ability is each player may retire one card from their hand. Additionally, people cards always have kudos at the bottom, which will be added to your score at the end of the game. Like pets and powers, when you hire a person from the marketplace, they always go into your discard pile. However, when you play them on your turn, people will always be immediately played into your break room and will not be discarded at the end of your turn. You may hire as many people as you want and add them to your break room. However, you cannot use any of their abilities, bucks, or B scores unless they are in your kennel. And people will only come to work if there are pets to work with. So people can be added to your kennel on your turn in a number equal to the number of pets in your kennel. If Snitch is in your kennel at the beginning of your turn, you have to choose which one of these people cards you want to bring to work today. However, if you on your turn add Alex to this kennel, you could bring both of them immediately and immediately get all of their B scores, bucks, and abilities. Notice here how the satyr is a forest kingdom and the pets in your kennel are currently air kingdom. That's because people will work with pets of any kind. Unlike pets, the people are not picky. Power cards are your classic deck builder card type. Like the pets and people cards, the cost is always in the top right hand corner. And if purchased from the marketplace, you always place power cards directly into your discard pile. When played from your hand, however, power cards are never added to your kennel. All power cards you play on your turn may be used in full on your turn when you play them, and then are then discarded at the end of your turn. It's important to note that your starting deck of cards are considered power cards with a cost of 0 for all in-game rules and text. Power cards have some combination of abilities to help you when they are played on your turn. Some have beauty, brains, and brawn, which can be used to try to help you win a pet show. Some have bucks to increase your buying power for that turn. And there are also abilities on the lower portion of the card, which follow the same rules as the abilities on people cards. The last type of card is adventuring cards. Adventuring cards are all identical and are considered a power card for all in-game text. They only cost 2 money and have both a 2 spending power and a pretty great ability, making them a great option if the marketplace doesn't have anything else you want to buy. Before we talk about the very end of the game, let's take a look back at that kennel board one more time. In the center of each kennel board is a text box with a unique one-time use character power on it. Once that power has been used, you will flip over your kennel board to the other side. This side has no text box, showing that the ability has been used. Here at the start of the game, make sure that everyone's kennel board has the side with the text box facing up. Below that, you will see what we call Kennel Powers. If there are 2 pets, a person and a pet, or 2 people in your kennel who are allied with the same kingdom, you will unlock on your turn the matching kennel power. So if I have the mother hen and Gary in my kennel at the same time, I will immediately get to unlock the Air Kingdom Kennel Power, which is immediately getting to draw an extra card on my turn. Now that you know how to play, let's talk about how Beast in Show ends. Endgame is triggered when one of three things happens. First, if you flip over the last pet of the pet deck, because you can't win pet shows without pets. Second, if someone places their eighth meeple, you can never win more than 8 shows in a game of Beast and Show. Or thirdly, if you meet the end conditions for the specific show you have chosen to play. For the classic pet show, the end game condition is that all but one show has been won. When this happens, you trigger the end of the game. Keep playing until everyone has had an equal number of turns, and then the game is over. Scoring happens in 2 ways. First, take all of the cards that you have purchased during the course of a game of Beast and Show, including all your retired cards. Add up all the kudos at the bottoms of those cards. Secondly, count up the number of points each of your meeples are worth on the pet show board. Add these two scores together, and that is your total score for this game of Beast in Show. Ready to play? Go check out Beast in Show on Kickstarter today.